what's up? What's up? What's up? Uncle. What up? What up, Neff? Right? Is that what I say to the young guys? Neff? We need a jingle. Damn. I got the jingle. I got the jingle right here. This is the jingle. Here's the jingle. You ready? This is the jingle. This is the new jingle for Marco Boxing. Here we go.
Radio check. Throwing niggas off of cliffs, smoking spliffs, disappear with my bitch, read my lip face down. You know the routine, the cream, earrings, you know the drama, Biggie, bro. It was all a dream.
B.I.G. on the same team, rocking the mic. What the hell's Kitchen King? Side by side as I ride the coattail. Biggie, give me one more chance at this. Though I can't spit, but I insist to keep it proper. Big Papa Bed style, reppin' Junior Mafia. What? Hell's Kitchen, purse snatching, chain lifting, no joke, bow down. Oh, this the East Coast.
Ain't no more verses.
That's the jingle. It's me and Big. That's me and Big. What up, Mars? Almost at 31, though. You're 31? Wait, what? What you mean 31? Fuck with Neff. All right. You shaved 4 days ago. You already look homeless. That's fucked up. Yeah, man. You just mad because you got that fucking non-hair growing baby face. This was when I was 13 it started. It hasn't gone away. I'm gonna shave soon though. Yeah, that's right. I usually don't go more than 4 days because if I go longer than 4 days, I start looking homeless. That's fire. Thank you. What's up, Soup? Soup, you heard it? Me and Big. What you think, Soup? Me and Big. That was me and Big. So you down with the mafia? Word up. Oh, 31,000. Yeah, man. I'm at 120,000 here on Instagram, I believe. No. Let's see. I'm at, what am I at on Instagram? 120? I believe it's 120. Let's see. Oh, nah. Oh, cool. 123. 123 on Instagram. And let's see on TikTok. TikTok, remind you, I had to rebuild. Let's see. TikTok, I'm at, let's see. I'm at, what am I at? I got to sign in. Am I not signed in? Yeah, I'm signed in. Why won't it show my TikTok?
I give you my look. You bet $100.
Look. Oh well. I think it's let's just do it this way. TikTok is, what am I at? Oh, there we go. 20,000. So that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not. Yo, TikTok banned me, right? Like 7, 8, no, longer now. I was still in Brooklyn. They banned me they deleted my account like maybe 10 months ago. And I was getting millions of views there. It was starting to reach. I would have been making significant money on TikTok if I didn't get my shit deleted and have to restart. Because even right now, I'm nowhere near where I was. Nowhere near where I was before. Albert Rell, what up? All right, I might play it again. Fuck it. I say go at it. Y'all stay go at it. Who? What? What? Who is he on? It's young. What's his face? Kendrick Lamar, I believe. Yeah, he's heard it. He knows. You know the deal. And like 50,000 on the backup. What you mean 50,000 on the backup? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the backup. Yep. I got to do the backup because once this is for all you guys who want to be content creators, right? Once I found out how much it hurts when your account gets deleted. Or look, a lot of things people can hack you. You can get flagged. Like with me in TikTok, I got flagged by, I've gone over this. I'll tell you guys again. DAZN flagged me. I used their video like it was Deontay Wilder versus Zhang fight. You know how I do my videos after the fact, my minute and a half video, and they hit me with a copyright strike because it was there. Now, I guess any company can hit you with a copyright strike, but they don't, especially when it's like I'm doing it after the fight. I get if I'm like streaming their fight, but like this is something that will make people see the clip of my clip and then be like, oh, let's go watch the whole fight. And if anything, it'll get them more views. But they flagged me 3 times. So I learned then you've got to have a backup. So what I do now is everything I post on Instagram, I post on my Instagram backup too. And my Instagram backup is nowhere near my current Instagram, but if my current shit gets kicked off, at least I have something that's semi-built that I could transition to. Put up your glass, you be jacking up these comments, bro. Put on your glasses, you be jacking up these comments, bro. I can see close. Far, I got a problem. You know what it is? I'm reading too fast through them. Bro, you had some big ass... Bro, you had some big ass Dumbo ears. Oh, you mean in that picture of me, the old one? That's rude, but kind of true. Marco, take calls today. I got something to say. Oh, boy. What's up, Isaiah? Post on MySpace. You will never get flagged. Is MySpace still open? I remember when I transitioned, I think I went to MySpace and deleted all my pictures and just left one. Like, you know, because remember on MySpace, you used to put everything. Further proof that Clarissa is in my age range, by the way, even though she refuses to tell us. Oh, an Eon profile. You're rain on the top of short leprechauns as I crush so-called rappers, thugs, and dapper dons. Come on, man. You coming with that. It's me, Papa, the Don Dada. How the rest does it go? I forgot how the rest goes, but that's big freestyle. Kick in the doorway in the fofo. So I saw all the press conferences yesterday. Interesting. We saw Ryan and Devin talking a little bit about the situation, the PED situation between them. It was interesting to see them, you know. And then you guys saw Bill, right? Bill went at that. And let me say something. That announcer, I was fucking heated. And that's an example of why I can't get certain jobs. Because that dude was like, hello, I am an announcer voice. Like, that's how he talks. That's the only reason. Like, who was that guy? Why am I not doing those fucking interviews? Why? Tell me why. Who is that guy? Besides the fact that he has announcer white man voice on me, who the fuck is he? He wasn't funny. Questions weren't really even that. I mean, the questions were actually okay. But there's a way to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be sensitive to these dudes. Like, I get Bill Haney is a promoter. Part of what he did, I think, was promoting. He likes stirring the pot. But it's also his son. You know, that shit annoyed him. Yeah. Bill, a fucking clown. I mean, yes and no. So, Joaquin? I think he's from WWE. Is he really? Motherfucker. Haney's chin is questionable. He has heart. It's not questionable because before Ryan, he'd never been down. He better than that black guy. Which one? You may need a tan. Okay. Whatever it takes. Boxing need Bill Haney so we can cook. I like Bill Haney. I'd smoke Bill, Fraud Haney. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be interviewing David Benavidez Friday, 4 p.m. Smoke Bill, Fraud Haney debate. Damn, you don't like Bill Haney soup? What's wrong with Bill Haney? He goes on Bambi legs after a big shot. Man, one time against, who was it? Was it Ramirez? One time? Come on. Very questionable because Linares rocked. That's just. Oh, you guys kill me with this. The rule of thumb is every single fighter, all your favorite fighters, everybody's fighter has been rocked or dropped at one point in their careers, either in a fight or in sparring. So when that happens every now and then, they do not have a questionable chin. That is just shit that you guys who don't like somebody are trying to pull out to shit on them. We can shit on any fighter, all of us. I'll shit on anybody. I could shit on Roy if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, and since I said his name,
Y'all must have forgot.
What?
Y'all must have forgot.
Now
Y'all
if I
must have
would turn this off,
forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
my bad. It sets automatic to loop. So if I don't turn the loop off, every sound effect will just keep going back and forth. Anybody could shit on anybody in boxing. Like, if you want to shit on somebody's resume, you could shit. I've seen people shit on Floyd's resume. He was undefeated and fought everybody. Well, almost everybody. That's another thing. Nobody could fight everybody. Let me repeat this. Nobody can fight everybody. So it's a built-in, let me shit on you if you want to try and pick people who they ducked. Now, we've had ducks in boxing, which are undeniable. Biggest one, Clarissa, since she's my age, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. That might have been the biggest duck in boxing history. That's worse than Benavidez, Canelo. Because at least Canelo had fought everybody by the time he decided to duck. He had a full career. Bowe was just starting off. Like, that mother, like, so that's my viewpoint on that. You guys buried me here. Let me try and pick up some of these, but JoJo rocked him too. I don't know. Does Ryan have a strong left hook? Plus, how many people has gotten up from Ryan's left hook? Only Devin. Good point. Yes, we saying it one time, just like we see Mr. Once Upon a Time Thurman, who's fighting tomorrow. A fucking featherweight. Fuck out of here, Marco. Who's a fucking featherweight? What are you talking about? Canelo been rocked once by Cotto. Cotto's brother. Here's the thing, Marco Linares rocked him once. Once. Jojo Diaz had him retreating, plus please stop. Did he? Let's show the link. Let's see. I like Deb, but Bill Fraud is still a fraudulent dude. Damn. Nah, Floyd fought literally everyone, bro. He's a GOAT for a reason. Nah, forget Floyd ducked the rematch with Oscar, retired for a year, and then Superman's on his hate and shit today. Oh, yes, when he pulled the belt in the trash. That was awful. That was... So those of you who don't know, Riddick Bowe was ordered by one of the sanctioning bodies, I forget which belt it was, to fight Lennox Lewis. Ordered, mandatory. If not, they're stripping him. Instead of being stripped, he held a press conference and said something like, oh, nobody's going to order me. I don't got to fight whoever I want to fight. Fuck this belt. He took the belt and dropped it in a trash can. Remember, there was no internet back then. Live on a press conference on national TV. He tried to take control of the situation, but anybody who knew boxing was like, oh, that mixed with they had an interaction on HBO Sports. You guys remember that? Do you guys remember that? Lennox was commentating. And Riddick was fighting. Riddick gets off out the ring, and they go face to face. Riddick's still sweating from the fight. Lennox is in his suit commentating. And he's like, I want you next. I want you next. And Riddick Bowe's like, and Lennox didn't even say it rude. Lennox like, yeah, I want to fight you next. And he's like, oh, yeah, you act like you're my friend. Yeah, you're not my friend. I saw you backstab me. I'll whoop your ass. You don't want to fight me. And Lennox goes, I'll knock you out just like I did in the Olympics. And Riddick kind of was like, you just saw just a split second of like, oh, yeah, he did knock me out. And he had, you should see that fight. Riddick had the whole Soul Glow thing going. He had a whole fucking big, beautiful head of hair. I think it was a Jerry curl, I believe. Beside the point. He was shook. So when you take that face-to-face encounter where Lennox clearly looked like he was intimidating Bo, and then Bo dropping it in the garbage, that's worse than Canelo Benavidez, in my opinion. We're not tolerating any colonizer slander. Thank you. I didn't even hear that dude call me a colonizer. He was like, it was like, then he said, it's all love at the end. So I thought he was saying something positive. It's okay, though. I'm used to being the only white guy in my neighborhood growing up. I'm used to being the only white guy, the only 5% in all the boxing gyms growing up. That's fucking normal. I'm used to it. But believe it or not, when I was coming up in New York City, there wasn't racism between us. All of us would just we would crack on it. You know, they would call me a redneck, fuck with me, and like, or we would make fun of the Spanish kids. You know what I mean? Say that, tell them to go drink a Goya and shut the fuck up. Like, we would all fuck with each other, but it was love. It wasn't hate. There was no real racism. I didn't see real racism until I started going off to college and going outside New York City. Like, I guarantee you, any of the callers, like on TBV, any of the callers who are racist to me are fucking not from New York. I'll tell you that. But I'm used to it. So, you know, you can't give a fuck what everybody says, especially when you're in a platform like I'm on, when I deal with a lot of people, because, you know, if you know who you are, it doesn't really matter. Tio slapping Barboza me. Tio, that was a fast slap, right, Money? He was like, what up? That was some Bruce Lee shit. He did it on the, you know how Bruce Lee punches up? He hit him with that Bruce Lee up slap. You know who's fast too? Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys something. This dude, I was shocked when I saw this. Here it is. No, I don't want to see it on this, though. Hold on. This dude had some heat, and he threw punches like Bruce Lee. I've always wanted to show people this. Here it is. All right, here it is. I'm going to show this to you. I've always wanted to show people this. Watch how fast his hands are. I'm not even playing. Watch this.
Think I could ever float like a butterfly? Bam.
Well, look at that.
Sting like a bee?
Well, you got the
Think I could ever float like a butterfly? Bam.
well,
Look how quick
Sting
that
like
comes
a bee?
well, you got the
Think I could ever
there's
float
more.
like a
There's a
butterfly?
better one. Hold on.
Bam.
well,
Sting like
There's a better one. Hold on. Ali Michael Jackson. Michael had some quick hands. I was shocked. Where is it? Is this it? I don't know if this is it. No, that's not it. Where's the one where he slaps Michael? Or where they play around? Maybe this one?
bam. Say, champ.
What?
Think I could ever float like a butterfly? Bam.
well,
Sting like a bee?
well, you got the butterfly part there,
Watch this.
Brother Michael, and you sing a little sweet to complete the cycle. But before you can sting people out of their wits, you got to put on some meat and keep on eating your grits.
Watch this.
Man, you cold, man.
Look at that last one. Was it just me? Or did he have a little speed? A little like, because even Ali was like, oh shit. I'm telling you, that shit looked kind of, guys, was it just me? He was twitchy. Thank you. He was like, and he did that Bruce Lee shit where he punched up. He span his woof. So he didn't waste any, let me take this off so I show you guys. He didn't waste any movement. He had his hand here and he punched up. Boom. He didn't like go like this. He didn't wind up. He just went boom, straight up and right from A to B in the shortest. Bam. That was pretty good. I remember being like, yeah, and I heard that that he fucked up Tupac. I don't know if I believe that. Nelson, but I have heard that. I heard somebody tell it. And I didn't know how credible the dude was who was telling it. Yeah. That was, I'm telling you, you got the butterfly part, right, Michael? That was Shakur or MJ. Nah, that was good. Like fast. Now picture if he actually was taught how to fight. Because, you know, Mike, most boxers can dance. Like I could dance, believe it or not. Most boxers can dance. You need rhythm to be a fighter. That's just a fact. Very few. Like Mike Tyson is a rare leprechaun where like he had mad good fast rhythm and he was real good rhythm doing his boxing, but I've seen him dance and play basketball and the shit isn't it's I mean uncoordinated, like an awfully uncoordinated. Dancers have to be explosive. Yeah. They say MJ gave Tupac a tube. That's what they say. Yeah. And a milkshake. Gary, Indiana. His dad sparred him every. That's fucked up, Quinn. That's fucked up. That's true, but that's fucked up. Marco, the Macarena don't count. And that is the first one of the day.
Oh, that's racist.
Because I'm white, you think all I can do is a Macarena. It's fucked up. Arnold Barboza will shock the world.
Get the fuck out of here!
I heard Michael gave his pet chimp Bubbles a 6-piece. Amen. Yeah, I know the dude that you see holding the pads for Usher in those videos. That's my man. I used to spar. I actually mean his name is Hino. He was a former cruiserweight contender. He was on the show The Contender as well. World ranked. I mean him used to spar. Ask that motherfucker about me. He sparred prime me. Ask him and the motherfucker was 200 pounds. I was 165 and way bigger and taller than me. He's like 6'1". But regardless of that, he's the one who trains he trains Kevin Hart. He's the one in those videos training Usher. So I know all about Usher. And he tells me about it. El Monte stand up. Mike Tyson is too top heavy. But in the ring, he looks good. He looks very coordinated. Ryan, Tio, and Devin are all in the same cards and don't like each other. I don't know if they don't like Tio. He might annoy them because of his promoting, but I think they all like each other, except Devin and Ryan, obviously. That was pretty fast through Tio, though. The Barboza is in trouble because he can lunge. You put lung, but lunge punch all night. Or lung punch? Maybe you did try and say lung. When Tio threw that, reminded me of Barboza. Yeah, it was a fast slap. That's not shocking the world. That's true too. It wouldn't really shock the world. It'd be an upset. Tio has lost all his momentum after the man. Josh Taylor, real Josh Taylor. I was at that fight live. He fucked Taylor up. Tio's the one selling this event. Devin is like drying paint, and the others seem out of it. Damn. Yeah, I think Aaron Hall said he saw MJ give the monkey a quick 2-piece, and then the monkey was not listening. I won't be surprised because, his dad hit him, and that's just, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you don't fuck with monkeys. Monkey will bite your whole face meat off. Like, you ever seen a person who survived a monkey attack? They look like they survived a Chernobyl blast. Like, the monkeys are vicious when they fucking attack you. They scare the shit out of me. They bite and rip your face off. Like, they go right for your face. What sick fuck? Even tigers go for the throat. Who goes for your face? They want you to live, but they want you to remember them. That's a real gangster. Marco, he's a good friend of mine. Marco, he's a good friend of mine boxing. Huh? I don't get it. Marco Haney's super defensive because they knew Haney damaged goods. I heard he's been getting wobbled in sparring. Who'd you hear that from? What do you think of Ryan already leaving Canelo, Eddie, Reynoso? Because I think it was just I think it wasn't that he left them. I think that it's a whatchamacallit, overlap, right? Canelo has a fight a couple days later, or a day later. Share the live. Share it. What's up, Marco? You watching the fight tomorrow morning? Probably not in the morning, nah. Subscribe. What up, Ken? Y'all see May 2nd, Viva Haney get put in the dirt. Ooh, nasty words. Bubbles. Yeah, that's right, Bubbles. A money would rip your whole scalp. A monkey would rip you up. They'll fuck you up. All 2 Mexican Americans will win on May 2nd. Yeah, lunge. Like how he hit Taylor. 3. Monkey, I know what you meant. Who the hell fights monkeys? They attack you, man. You don't fight them on purpose. But Michael slapped one. Eddie got 10 fighters. Yeah, exactly. False information. Ryan did not leave Reynoso. He said that Eddie. Exactly. He said he didn't leave him. He just busy. Hit the likes. Raza for Haney. El Mono is dangerous. Who's going to the Thurman fight? Nobody? Did Ryan want to be in Camp Lake with everyone else? Was the Lara Canelo fight a robbery? I don't remember that fight, to be honest with you. But I know a lot of people thought that it was. Reynoso also got Munguia on Canelo's card. I got Ryan. Well, yeah, of course, Joaquin. Those are all the A-sides. What's Raza mean? Help me out, you young children. You kids with the slang. The fuck does Raza mean? Alberto. Yeah, man. Yeah, Michael Jackson was crazy. He could have been. He probably did have good hands. Who knows? Raza is Mexicans. Okay. Is that like a Cali thing? Mexicans run Cali. We know that. But they don't run New York, baby. Raza means you only the dope Mexicans. Oh, all right. Raza is race. It's like saying my race. Oh, that makes sense. Sounds like race. Raza, race. For that Ryan card, the Canelo, and then anyway in May. Raza directly translates as race. Yeah. I get it. Sounds like it. Can you do Old Classic Fight watch-alongs with live chat? Tell us some interesting things you see happening. I could. The problem is I could get flagged depending on, like, Top Rank's been flagging everything I put up with them lately. I can't use Top Rank stuff. Even old shit. What's good, Sean? Homeless run Cali. Yeah, homeless run New York too. What's your dream fight at middleweight? Like all time or right now? Mexicans over Muslims. Alrighty. It's starting.
Oh, that's racist.
40%. Mexicans is not a race. Mexicans are not a race? Okay. Open up the panel. You guys want to get on the panel? I told Marco I got something to say. Mark, you ever been to the carne asada? Nah, what is that? All time. Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson. Hagler, Triple G. Haney and Garcia gonna be real interesting when they run. Well, you know, we gotta finish. We gotta get through Ramirez, which, incidentally, people, I think he's gonna kick the shit out of Ramirez. I think it's stylistically he's a very bad matchup for Haney. Ramirez doesn't have much speed, doesn't have that much power, doesn't have that much defense. I mean, he was picked for a reason. And his chin isn't great. Josh Taylor dropped him at least twice, if I remember correctly. Mexican is a nationality. Okay. Ethnicity. You're wrong, Marco. Haney chin is cooked. Ramirez is an Olympian. And you are being...
Oh, that's racist.
Ramirez is the mayor in Bakersfield or somewhere out there. What? He's not a mayor. Ramirez is not an actual mayor. He can't be. I don't believe that. No, you're crazy. You must be saying it figuratively. Marco, I lost so much money this week and last week. I've been losing money for 2 years. Almost. Why'd you lose money? How's that racist? Because you always pick the fucking Mexicans over the black fighters. We all know that by now. I actually enjoy your lives. Marco, it's Joker from TBV. You are a Raza, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You the man. Ramirez is in politics. Word? He's not a mayor, though. Come on. Mayor is like a high-ranking position. Stock market. Oh, there it is. Marco ain't Raza. I went to jail. He won't run black. Damn. That's 2 in a row.
Oh, that's racist.
Big shout to my man, the myth, the legend. CJ me with that 5-piece. May the best man win, not your race. Pray that my mama continues to heal, y'all. Oh, man. Something wrong with your mama? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, my mom's in her last days too, I believe. I don't know, Marco. I picked based on knowledge. You pick based on that Mexican flag that you probably have thumbtacked to your headboard. I'd back Marco in jail 100%. Nobody mess with him. I mean, I'll still fuck somebody up. I'm not that old. Devin got booed in Cali. Yeah, Alberto's mad racist. Yeah, for sure. Prayers. I got a Mexican over a Bulgarian, though. That's a good bet. That's a good bet. What Bulgarian? What? Name one of us. Name one of us that's a, what, Pulev? Doesn't Pulev's brother fight? I think his brother's even worse than Pulev is. And Pulev wasn't the worst boxer. He's just mad old now. I mean, he's my age. I think he's a year younger than me. Like, come on. Prayers for your mom. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Sometimes you gotta have faith, man. Don't believe in God, but I'm working on having faith and energy in something, because you can't control everything. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't accept that things are going to be okay or happen as they must, you go fucking crazy. I got for CJ, don't apply to his, what? Alberto, too far. You could have just said, I pray for your mom. Good Lord. Bill called the announcer a race. Did he? Did he really? Marco would be European plug in jail. He's the Milko in real life. Man, I'll still fuck somebody up. I still want to. At times. It's not gone. It's mostly gone. Like, when I was 19, I was a fucking psycho. I wanted to fight everybody. Now it's way down. Way down. I did pray for her. I would pick Mark over any black in a jail fight. Over any black? Oh, shit. I think that's racist. I don't think you could say over any black. I feel like saying any black is racist. Right? You got to say black person? I'm not getting canceled over it. I didn't say it. You should carry hate in your heart, Alberto. You will live a short life. You shouldn't. Yeah. It's a code word that means racist. Marco, how do you think Benavidez will deal with Bivol's movement? I'm actually, as we speak, making a breakdown video of Bivol and Benavidez. I'm breaking down one round of each of their fights. I'm breaking down one round of Benavidez versus Andrade, and one round of Bivol versus Zurdo. And I like that because Zurdo is tall. I mean, he's a southpaw, but he's tall. He emulates Benavidez as much as possible. And I think Andrade is a good boxer. Or Andrade, I don't know. Andrade, that's how he says it. So I'm going to break that down and you'll see what I think. What's up, Copper? I have Rolly over Ryan by stoppage. Disagree, my friend, but okay. Tio over Barboza by knockout. That I could see happening. Devin over. I agree with all of them except the Rolly. Ryan is not a shitball fighter. He's a 15-time national champion. Yeah, he took steroids and, but Rolly is very, very mediocre fighter. He has great power, but that's it. See, I'm the only one not talking rave. Don't out that on me. Not talking rave? What? Maybe the individual should go learn what racist is. In that breakdown, Bivol will win. I don't think Bivol is going to win. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win. I think Benavidez is going to win, but the breakdown isn't to say who I think is going to win. It's just to break down their styles and let you guys take whatever you want to take from it. Explosive and isn't afraid to step to you. That's true. No, not steroids, please. Dev going to play safe and jab Ramirez to pieces. I think he'll open up a little too. Ramirez is very slow, people. Foot slow, hand slow, just slow. The announcer wasn't racist, Haney. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing. He might catch Ryan. Okay. But you can say banned substance. Likewise, Mary Jane is also a banned substance. True that. Casual spotted. Bivol wins. Okay. Ryan Garcia is the star of the event. Why would they coddle Haney? What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Rolly and Pitbull is horrible. No skill at all. Tio had glitter on his cheeks. He was doing his whole WWE thing. Like, that was the point. He had eyeliner on. He was trying to put on a show because nobody else was putting on a damn show. I remember just sitting there quiet, somber. It's like a brunch. Marco, stop keeping it PC. Devin is a boxer first. He goes to use the jab. According to pro black channels I just watched, they all called the announcer racist. Dev's chin is shot. We'll see about that. CJ, mine is blowing how ignorant people are. He was pretending to be Shawn Michaels. Marco, take call-ins, you sleepy. I don't think the announcer was racist. He just doesn't like black people. Tio definitely influenced everyone else to sell the fight. How Haney chin questionable when he got up every time? Well, now we're getting into subjectivity. Remember what we talked about, right? All of boxing is subjective. So is chin. What's your criteria for a good chin? Mine is somebody who doesn't go down much or at all, and somebody doesn't get rocked. No, not rocked. Somebody doesn't get hurt or go down is a good chin. That's my criteria. Going down a lot and getting back up isn't a good chin, in my opinion. A lot. Or if you did go down every now, you got right up. That's a good chin. If people are getting hurt, that's a bad chin. To me. Tio slap Barboza. Plant slaps Canelo. Yeah, they do. I do slaps. Dude, did you go today? Big heavyweight fight. Who? 30 years. So it's 95 we're talking, right? 1995, March 11th. Tyson was still in jail. What? Bo Holyfield, maybe? One of those? Was good. Josue? Joe, exactly. Let me go down here. Hold on. How is Devin's chin shot? He took over. Well, again, criteria. Chin just overall means toughness to me. Whether you go down or not, how do you recover? Okay. So Ali was chinny. He went down a few times. He got rocked a few times. So by all criteria, yeah, he was. He just had such a strong mental, he wouldn't give up. Announcer is not racist. Yeah. Your new Raza name will be El Bulgaro. All right, appreciate it. Bogalata? Might have been that too. Nope. Spill it, Joe. I mean, we could just Google it, but didn't Dev finish on his feet? Yeah, he did. He did. That's true. But that fight could have been stopped. Devin is a fake Muslim. Damn. Canelo got a really good chin when Bivol hurt him. Canelo just got mad like a Paziamza. The hell is that? The definition of chin is not the same as heart. Devin showed heart, not chin. Absolutely. Heart, not chin. Ali down 4 times, once won a body shot, 61 fights. How many times was he rocked, Joe? How many times was he rocked, though? Frazier rocked him repeatedly. Ernie Shavers rocked him repeatedly. Bob Foster, if I'm not mistaken, rocked him. Not the best chin. Heart, yes. Good point. Heart and chin are different. Very different. Ali had heart and a decent chin, not a great chin. Marvin Hagler had both. Floyd Mayweather, both. James Toney, both. Jake LaMotta, both. Arturo Gatti, just heart. Just heart. Chin was not good. Wasn't awful, but wasn't good. Yeah, I remember Vinny Paz. Oh, you just murdered the spelling. That's why I got. Yeah, of course. I know Paz personally. Marco, then why was Bill Clown ass so mad? A mix of promotion. He wants to stir the pot, and a mix of it's his son. And his son took a loss, and they suddenly now think that the loss is not merit. You have to understand, in their mind, in Bill Haney's mind, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. His son didn't lose. So because it was drugs. They believe that loss never happened because now it didn't officially, and it shouldn't count. So Bill and Devin are looking at the Devin going into the Ryan fight, which was in pound for pound talks. That's why. And they don't want to accept or revisit that horrific ass whooping that Devin took that night. So that's why. He thinks everybody should also immediately be like, no, those were drugs. We're not even going to talk about that. That doesn't even count. Devin could have got knocked out in 1 second, and since he was on drugs, it doesn't count. That's why it bothered him. Ernie Schaefer's hit Ali, and he didn't go down. We're just talking about him being wobbled. Hagler had a thick head. I was one who confirmed that. Triple G. Thank you, Clarissa. Him too. I have to agree. Can you check the blue bloods? Can you check blue blood then? He's saying the announcer is racist. I ain't checking anybody. That's his opinion. He can have it. Chris Eubanks. And I don't know the announcer. Maybe he is fucking racist. Maybe he's done other shit. That didn't look racist to me, what I saw, but I also didn't see the whole press conference. But that's his opinion. He wants to think he's racist. He has the right. Craig Eubanks Sr. had a chin. Down maybe twice. McCain Boxing. What's up? Ali had a great chin. You're including him with some of the absolutely hardest punches in history. Bob Foster was one of the hardest punchers in history. The fucking British guy who dropped him, who dropped Ali, the white British guy, that's one of the hardest punchers in history. Who are you talking to? You don't know who you fucking talking to, do you? I wish I remembered the British guy's name. We'll look it up. British boxer who dropped Ali. Foster, maybe? Not Foster. That's the black guy. What's his name? Henry Cooper. There we go. Henry Cooper is one of the hardest punchers in history. Mr. McCain? Come on now. He was a little chinny. The rematch should be happening instead of Devin. Absolutely, Copper. But what they're doing instead is they're throwing a monkey wrench. Thank you. I looked it up, but yes. They're putting a monkey wrench. Cooper's left was special. Okay, if you say so. Ryan ain't a cheat. Uh-oh, Zachy. First off, thank you for the super chat. Probably going to be spicy with reading. Any excuses? Oh, see? I didn't even have to read the shit, and I knew he was going to say that. But you know what? At least it triggered what we all want to hear.
Y'all must have forgot.
Bob Foster wasn't the nicest guy. Very stingy with the wraps and the bags. And when I trained at Henry's Boxing Club, me and my coach had to move. Oh, word? Because he was just being a dick? Bob Foster? Bob Foster would have been nice. He should have stayed in his lane at light heavyweight. Ernie Schaefer's was a hard. He was. Bud, Shakur, Tank, and Devin are in the coincidental list according to them. Okay. Troy, what up? Ernie Schaefer's was a powerful puncher. That's a fact. Ali fought Schaefer's a Foreman, and yes, Foster was a hell of a puncher. He fought them. But again, getting hurt by Foster and by Henry Cooper. Foster didn't crack Ali, but he's the only man to cut him. No link yet. You got a lot to say. I'm sure you do. I know, Marco, they sure are throwing monkey wrenches, but you're not going to let them. Yeah, I know. Oh, shit. Here he is. Straight off of his last party that he hosted.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
8th round Cooper. I remember watching that fight, and I saw that left hook come. You didn't watch that fight. That was like before we were born. What are you talking about? You watched that. You mean you watched the replay? That fight was in 1963, you goofball. Ryan Lucky having a sanctioned fight in general. No, he's not. He served his time. You should watch one of these of the video. What videos? 4th round. Ron Lyle punched like a truck. Foreman fought Lyle. Lyle dropped. Lyle not only rocked Foreman, but dropped his ass. Might have even dropped him twice. That's one of my highest watched videos. You guys want me to play it? I'll play it right now. It's a dope ass fucking video. Foreman versus Lyle is one of the biggest bang outs in heavyweight history. And I'm not pausing nothing. In boxing, speed is power. That's why punches. It can be, for sure. Tyson had a great mix of speed and power. Bob Foster was the light heavyweight, but he wasn't heavyweight material. No, but he didn't almost beat Ali. Ali actually dropped his ass 7 times. Ali beat the fuck out of him. But Foster was getting in Ali's ass. He was. Please stop asserting shit with zero evidence. Who's asserting what? It's on YouTube. Thank you. I had no idea, Shane, that there's fights on YouTube.
Look at me. I'm the waterboard, dude.
Fucking guy. I saw that fight as a child. Yeah, I'm born in 76, so I missed it. Shane got his DMV mugshot. Shane is just a punk. Nah, I love Shane. Real enthusiasts rewatch fights, dig in the archive. Word up. If it's true Ryan Garcia cheated, then would Haney's team agree to? Okay. Ron Lyle had Foreman on the canvas multiple times. It was twice, I believe. Yeah, but then Foreman ended up finishing him. Mostly out of sheer exhaustion. Funny enough, Ron Lyle succumbed to Foreman the same way Foreman succumbed to Ali. Sheer, unadulterated exhaustion. No shit, 93. Maybe I said I watched it. I should have said the replay then, I guess. Well, again.
Look at me. I'm the waterboard, dude.
That YouTube is going to be huge. That's a hell of a fight. Hell yeah. Berto saying Conti is on Haney's payroll. I mean, Ali had CTE? Sure did. I'm pretty sure he did. He had Parkinson's. I think he had CTE. 59. God bless you. You look good. You look better than me. Got way more hair than I do, so God bless. Would you rather fight Nestor Gibbs? Yes. Yes. For his TBV channel or Garcia? Garcia. I'd rather fight Garcia. Shavers, Foreman, Lyle, Moore, Patterson combined most KOs in history. Ali fought them. I know. He beat the shit out of Patterson. I mean, whooped his ass. Yeah. CJ, you guys are on Garcia's undercard. Shane, you was still in your great grandfather's ball bag in '63. True that. Shane looks like the guy who was from the X-Files. Oh, David Duchovny. People used to say I look like him when I was younger. I used to get that a lot when I had hair like his. It was all David Duchovny. Nah, he doesn't look like that in real life. He doesn't like look like that in that picture though, in his headshot. What's up, E-Rock? You're intrigued? All right, E-Rock. I'm ready to see how Devin looks in his return. See what changes he made. I mean, the old Devin will take care of Ramirez just fine. He doesn't have to make any changes. Ramon, what up? On KO Sports. Berto would know he worked with Conti too. He popped dirt. Berto popped dirty? You show? Speak a little closer to the mic. The mic's right here. You don't hear me? Like 10 p.m. Cali time. Brother, please do a show on the great Gerald McClellan. He was an effective puncher who KO'd the greatest puncher of all time, Julian Jackson. You want to do a whole show on it? I have a video on it. Top 5 heavyweights ever. What do you think? I don't have Ali there, Zachy. You're not going to like this, but I don't. I don't have Ali. Well, but wait, Zachy, before we get into this, you know how we do it here, right? We're specific, we're balanced, we're precise. What is your criteria for the top heavies at best ever? The criteria matters. You're looking at the whole career, you're looking at the prime. What you looking at? You're looking at their dominance, their speed, their record, the belts they won. What are you looking at? Because I bet you, all of us have different criteria. So let's get in the same boat and same page criteria-wise, and we could do that. I like all of those, except I wouldn't have Foreman or Ali in the top 5. My top 5, Jack Johnson easily over Foreman and Ali. Would you rather KO Michael Jordan or get KO by Shakur? Weird questions. I guess I'd rather knock out Michael Jordan. Lisa McClellan, yeah, she's dope. Stop it with the link. Berto popped dirty in 2012. Did he? Look at that. And nobody talks about it. Ali regained the title 3 times. Yes, but you know what that means, Ramon? That means he lost the shit twice. You know who didn't regain it 3 times? Larry Holmes. You know why? Because he held the belt for fucking 9 years almost? Or what, 7 years, was it? He's one of the longest hold. No, I think his is 7. Then you got Klitschko, who was 9. And of course, the king, Joe Louis, almost 12. It's like 11 years and something. He held the heavyweight title. Zacko, which is Louis, Joe, or... Yo, Marco, why you know what day Crawford versus Canelo is happening? Nah. Yeah, did the Victor Ortiz... Victor Ortiz whipped his ass. Well, Holmes did have like 3 title shots after he lost, to be fair. Yeah, because he was fighting in his 40s at that point. Jack Johnson for sure. Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Ali. I have Jack Johnson. I have Holmes. I would have Holmes. Ali's a tough one. I mean, not Ali, excuse me. Marciano's a tough one. And I know what you guys are thinking.
Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass.
It's not me. Copper did it. He's a tough one because while he fought undefeated, he was only champion. He was only held the belt for like 3 or 4 years. I think it was 3 years, which is nothing. Right? The competition he fought all older. He didn't fight one prime heavyweight. He fought Jersey Joe, and he fought Lewis, and I believe Ezra Charles, but they were all damn near 40. And that's in a time when 40 wasn't like it is now. That was old. And he was so little. He was 185 pounds. I don't know about him. He's a tough one. His chin and his will and his power were special, but I don't know about Marciano. It's hard for me. No, Marco, don't go there. What? Look at Don King. I'm going to tune in. Crazy how it's not on Prime. What's it on? The Brown Bombers, Joe Louis. I got Joe Louis, to me, is the greatest heavyweight who ever lived. Easy. 12-year reign. And it would have been long. Well, no, actually, when he lost to Max Schmeling, he wasn't champion yet. Nobody's been that dominant. Nobody. No era to this day. Nobody. And in an era where the motherfucker was fighting way more than dudes fight now. Still remained undefeated. Statistically, that doubles the impressiveness of that 12 years. 12 years of Joe Louis is like damn near 20 years of like Andre Ward or Floyd doing it, being undefeated. Holding a belt, excuse me. Stanley Ketchel dropped Johnson. Incorrect. Stanley Ketchel never fought Jack Johnson. I don't think. I'm almost positive. Now you're going to make me look it up. I don't think he ever fought Jack Johnson. Or if he did, are you thinking of you're thinking of the other guy? Oh yeah, they did fight. Oh, right. No. There's a whole story behind this. Sorry, Joe. That was the middleweight who came up. There's a whole story behind that. Stanley Ketchel and Jack Johnson were having a friendly exhibition. Stanley Ketchel was a fucking middleweight. He was a middleweight who came up to challenge Jack Johnson. Okay? And they were friends. And they were having a friendly exhibition. And Ketchel saw an opening. I'm glad you brought this up because I'm going to school everybody on this one. And by the way, Joe, saying Bo fighting Johnson, you can't compare eras. Johnson was the Galveston Giant in 1908. He was 6 feet, 205 pounds, and he was a giant. They didn't get bigger than him. Genetics, and there's so much evolution in genetics and sports science and all that from 1908 to 1990, like 90 years later. You can't no, of course, Jack Johnson will lose to fucking Andrew Galata. But the point is, Stanley Ketchel saw an opening in a friendly fucking exhibition and dropped Johnson. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys. And Johnson gets up instantly. The first punch he throws after going down, because he was so pissed that his friend crossed him, he knocks the motherfucker's tooth. Knocks his tooth right out of his mouth. That's the most gangster shit ever. I'm going to show you guys. You made me want to pull this up. Made me want to pull this up. Is this the whole video I did here? How long is this? Oh, here it is. Here we go. This one's a little shorter, so I'll play it. You guys didn't know about this shit.
Deontay Wilder, there was the godfather of it all, Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson was truly ahead of his times. He was the first black heavyweight champion in history, reigning from 1908 to 1915. The most gangster thing to ever happen in the ring was when Jack Johnson fought Stanley Ketchel. Stanley Ketchel was the middleweight champion of the world who wanted to go up and challenge Jack. Because of the size difference, Jack was not going hard on Stanley. He even held Stanley up a couple times after hitting him too hard. In the 12th round, Stanley Ketchel throws a hard overhand right and drops him. Jack instantly gets up. He hits him so hard that he lodges two of Stanley's teeth in his own glove. And here you could see Jack, after doing that, swiping the teeth off the glove. Where do you guys rate Jack Johnson as an all-time great heavyweight? For the rest of this video, go to my
Did you guys see how fucking quick he knocked him out after being violated? Did you just see how fucking quick Jack Johnson knocked him out after Ketchel violated him? He was holding him up, Joe, not to hurt him. And this dude tried to get cute to fucking try and sneak himself a heavyweight title. He knocked his fucking toot out of his mouth within 1 second of being violated. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's pixelated? Let me see something. I know it's pixelated. It's from 1908. What the fuck you think? Yeah, I have a whole video of it, but I'm not going to play it now. It's 5 minutes long. Yeah, it's pixelated. MPO? What you think? You think 1908 they had 4K? Like, yeah, here we go, 4K. What you think? Zachy, you know about that? I don't think you might have not even known about that. I mean, that is the greatest heavyweight. Well, I think Joe Louis might have been a little better, but that shit was wild. Now I have to Google what pixelated means. Pixelated means bad resolution, bad quality, fuzzy. Shane, you think it was really staged? Shane said what was staged? Staged fight. Jack had Ketchel's teeth in his glove after the bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. No, it was not. Everybody was on. There was not, because Shane, even though we can't tell because the footage was bad, there was tons of people. That's when boxing would fill up stadiums back then. That stadium was packed and there was tons of eyewitnesses and there was news and radio. It would have went all over if that was staged. People were like, oh, that was bullshit. You can't fake a hard punch landing like that. And you saw how Jack was like fucking, he was swinging wild. Like he was so pissed at him. Let's see. Let me see something.
Jack was not going hard on Stanley and was giving the fans a show. And throughout the fight, you see here that he was toying with Stanley. He even held Stanley up a couple times after hitting him too hard by mistake.
Yeah, man. Wild. Shane, you're crazy. Matter of fact, Shane, just for saying that, you get the first inaugural one of the day for saying some wild shit like that. Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti, little punk. Marco, they don't know Jack was a boxer. Yup, he was both. His inside punching, probably the greatest inside fighter of all. You know, the videos are crap, but you could see him. He's in there and he's whop, and you're seeing dudes cabbage just popping up like a Pez dispenser. Whop, whop, holding him, and you see his fucking gold teeth. He's smiling at him. Well, he might have had a mouthpiece in. That's one thing I didn't understand. How did they didn't wear mouthpieces back then, I don't believe. Or, I looked that up. I don't think they wore mouthpieces. Let me see something. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's try this out here. I remember looking this up, but that was my one thing. I'm like, why? How could he knock a tooth out when there were mouthpieces? All right, let's see. Did boxers wear mouthpiece in 1908? Yes, by 1908, some boxers started to wear mouthpieces, but they weren't yet standard equipment. The mouthguard was invented in the early 20th century as primary London dentist. By 1908, it's likely that some fighters wore them, but it wasn't universal. Okay, so that's why he knocked his tooth out. Wasn't universally adopted till the 20s or 30s. Shane, 20s or 30s, they had no mouthpieces up till the 20s or 30s universally. Shane. So obviously, it could have knocked his mouthpiece out. Shane.
Look at me. I'm the waterboard.
Savage is right. Shane is mad, Tootie. Yeah, Shane. You need to open your fucking ears You need to open your fucking eyes and your ears.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Jack was out of control. So you really think they were using PEDs back then? I don't even think they had PEDs back then. Bro, we got this tooth knocked out by Flair. He got a front knocked out by Flair, E2. Let me try to explain to you guys something. A front, they get loose. Glue attached, the bonding glue can get weak. Whatever clicks in can unattach. But a real tooth from your fucking mouth, come on. You got to have thump to do that shit. Didn't Maidana knock out? That's not true. I did a whole video on that. You guys want to see the video? I did a whole video disproving that Floyd's got his tooth knocked out of his mouth by Maidana. If you want me to put it up, I'll put it up right now. It's a short one. If you guys want me to put it up, tell me right now. I got a short 1.5-minute Floyd Maidana video talking about the tooth. Maidana also put the tooth on a necklace. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go.
Was Floyd Mayweather's tooth knocked out of his mouth and made into a necklace? Floyd rematched Marcos Maidana in 2014 after their first very competitive fight. El Chino was so frustrated by Floyd's dominance that he bit Mayweather in the third round. But the story here popped off at the end of the third round when Maidana landed a flush overhand right. The focus here isn't on what landed, but what came out, which appeared to be one of Floyd's pearly whites. That's right, Marcos Maidana himself later claimed that he sent Floyd's chomper flying, which seemed to be confirmed when you slow down and zoom into the fight video. Further supporting this is a Facebook post Floyd made 1 year earlier about a tooth infection he had. You clearly see a missing tooth and an exposed metal post. So it makes sense his artificial tooth could have been knocked out because they're not as sturdy as real teeth. However, most boxing aficionados argue you can't knock out teeth because fighters wear a mouthpiece. It's a good point, but most mouthpieces lock into your upper teeth and palate. But it was Floyd's lower tooth which was dislodged. The answer to this mystery might come from the voodoo tooth necklace itself. Besides seeing how weird Maidana is, we also see that the tooth on his creepy necklace is an incisor, and Floyd's missing tooth was a molar, so they don't match up. And finally, we clearly see all of Floyd's front teeth present during his post-fight interview. So from all this information, we see that Marcos Maidana likely lied about the whole story. And we see he also likely has a collection of shrunken heads in his basement. Do you guys think Floyd's tooth was really knocked out? Tell me in the comments.
So that, my friends, was debunked. 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 Impossible. Every toot in his mouth was visible in the post-fight. And if he really took it and made a necklace, Maidana would have had the tooth. Floyd wouldn't have popped it back in. It probably was snot. Because you wonder, what the fuck was that? There was something clearly coming out. It might have been snot. Might have been a booger. Or who knows? You know what it could have been too? Vaseline. Could have been a little piece of Vaseline flying. Hitting the, you know what I'm saying? But Marco, how Team Maidana didn't pick it up. It's so small and would not be noticeable. We don't know for sure, but based on all that information, I don't think it happened. Hope you've humbled yourself a bit. Do you think Ness like having Caucasian man on Poke Fun? Okay. I have his real tooth. You got it, Gvon? All right. Could have been hair green. That's a good one. A snot necklace would look as cool. Nah, but I remember breaking that one down, and people didn't really give a fuck. That one didn't get that many views. Bulgarian Sherlock Holmes. Well, Shane, if you keep fucking with me, Shane, one more comment And
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
stop playing with me. Oh, shit. Mo Brains coming in hot. Mo, let me first say from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again.
And since I'm doing this motion, it's also...
Oh, that's racist.
Marco got so many videos, you don't even debate anymore. You just roll the tape. Word life. That's it. Roll it. I want to make I've been telling you guys this. I want to make a library like where people pay like whatever, $1 a month, $2 a month, $1.99 a month, and they have access to all my videos in alphabetical order. I just don't know where to do it. YouTube doesn't let you have a separate alphabetized members only section. I don't know. I don't know how to do it or where to do it. Patreon, maybe. I'm not sure. I want to see G-Von as Aaron the plumber. What? Look, to all you young fans, Marco and I came up watching all these fights. Y'all have now real knowledge of boxing. We can tell by what you write. And that rhymes. Word up. Marco holding it down. What up, Conscious? Why the F G-Von a moderator? He's a racist. G-Von's black and Mexican. I guess... Can he still be a racist if he's black and Mexican? I don't know. I like G-Von, though. Marco, what's up, True? Taru, what's up? Joe Louis, greatest puncher in boxing history. Maybe. He knocked people out brutal, but so did Sugar Ray Robinson. I believe you can make a separate playlist and mark it as members only. Nah, you can't. Oh, you can. You can. But it won't be searchable. So I can make a playlist, absolutely, but it can't be searchable. I want people to go in, like right now, you guys, like let's say my man Copper here, he wants to look up Jack Johnson because he's an old school fan. I want him to be able to go into my members only and search Jack Johnson. I don't think they let you do it. If there's something I don't know, tell me. I got literally a lot of videos, 500, 1,000, so it'll take a while to upload, but it'll be worth it. Do y'all really? Yeah, right? Copper has been around through the civil rights movement and all that, right? Copper, where are you from, by the way? Just because you're older don't mean you have more knowledge. I mean, it doesn't guarantee it, but it's usually how that works. G-Von is black and Mexican, but he got a whole lot of white in him, if you know what I mean, brother. I don't know what you mean. Yo, Marco, shout out. What's up, Polo? What's up, Polo? Ask me anything about Jack. I don't need to look. I know the history. All right, here we go. What? I just told everybody this. Nobody say anything. What huge historical event was Jack Johnson, huge historical disastrous event, was Jack Johnson almost a part of, but denied? This is for Copper. What disastrous, famous American historical event was Jack Johnson almost a part of, but was denied? Nobody answer this. Nobody answer it. I want Copper to answer it. Not speaking to anyone specific, but you can be 100% black and still be racist against your own. That's true. I hate Bulgarians. I'm Bulgarian. They stink. They're all goat herders. Marco no Polo. All right. Jack verse off. Who you got? Hindenburg. Don't answer, guys. World War II. No. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you can't look it up. No clue. No clue. No. Now, you didn't know this, Copper. Now, Clarissa with her big mouth, because I told him, the Titanic, Copper. You didn't know this. Jack Johnson had bought a ticket to be on the Titanic. This is all, they have the actual login sheet of purchase tickets from the Titanic. So it's 100% a fact and confirmed. He bought a ticket and was denied entry for being black. But the joke ended up being on them because they all fucking perished. Jack dodged a bullet. Yeah, man, he was about to go on the Titanic because that at the time was like the dope shit. That was like going to the hottest club, the hottest, I want to say Diddy party, but Diddy parties are not hot anymore. But you know what I'm saying? That was like the dopest shit you could do back then. The biggest in thing to do. And they denied him. And instead, saved his life. That's a fact. How old are you, Arthur? I agree on the hating your own people word. You look like you work on go-karts. Thank you. Oh, that historical fact I remember, and that it wasn't that big for me to remember. Oh, come on. That's a big one. You just forgot it. Or you never knew it. Which is okay. We all don't know everything. Jack wanted to go find some white women. He sure the fuck did. That dude loved him. White women. He was dope. He was a dope fucking character. I loved him. I would love to hop in a time machine and go back and just fucking talk, like chill with him. That ticket needs to be in the Black History Museum. Honkies got owned. Yeah. I don't think they have the ticket. It wasn't an actual ticket. It was like a ledger, I think. There's like a Titanic ledger of all the names of people who, and he was like on it, but then they, I think Haney will have more, because that Titanic was expensive. That shit was like cake. That was like, it wasn't just like a $15 ticket. That shit was like, it was like a luxury, all like dope cruise. Do you own a Saab or a Subaru? I do. Subaru. I don't own it. I lease it. I messed up also. Misawi. Punk. What a person that would go on carts look like. He says weird shit. So just, I spoke with someone who fought 15 rounds with the great Robinson. He said Robinson was a great puncher, but he was hit harder by another fighter. Let me tell you something, Troy. I've spoken to hundreds of, besides being in the ring myself, but I've never been in there with like world champions. Well, I've been in with a couple former world champions, but no legends. But I've spoke to hundreds of fighters, dozens and dozens of legends. And a lot of them say that. A lot of them say it out of ego. I'll give you an example. They always credit somebody who they beat as being a harder puncher than somebody who beat them. Why? Common sense, right? Doesn't make them look as shitty if they're like, this guy knocked me out and he's the hardest puncher I ever faced. It's like, it wasn't that hard to me. It just caught me. Good timing. Like they're belittling the victory because it's hard for them to swallow. But a dude who they beat, this dude was murderous. But it's like, but I still beat him. You get what I'm saying? Tons. My man Kevin Kelly. I love Kevin Kelly, right? Flush and Flash. Got knocked out by Prince Nassim. Dropped 2 or 3 times, knocked out. I interviewed Kevin. Kevin goes, we're talking about it. He's like, Prince doesn't really hit that hard to me. He's like, we hit harder, and he named somebody else we beat. And I'm just like, in my head, and I'm not going to disrespect them or whatever. And it's his opinion. But I'm like, Prince knocked you out. Like, how's he not hit harder than somebody who didn't even wobble you? You know what I'm saying? To them, it's like it felt harder because sometimes also a knockout punch, the ones you don't see, you don't feel it. It's like, boom, you're out. Whereas the ones you see, it's like, goosh, you're like, damn, that shit is fucking heavy. As opposed to something that's like, nah, it wasn't really hard. It just caught me right on the button. So there's different ways to look at that. Robinson might have been so fast and snappy, and the dude didn't see it coming. To him, he didn't think it was hard. Haitian engineer in Titanic. Is that true? They prioritized women and children to escape the Titanic, so I would have become a drag queen. Yeah, right, me too. Marco, when was the last time you were in one-on-one street fight? High school? How long did it last? Not long. Devin Haney said When are you a boxer? Street fights don't last long. Yeah, of course. I mean, now you got all these fucking fights. I didn't have MMA dudes who would get me in reverse rear naked arm choke locks or whatever. But yeah, no, a couple punches, done. Marco, I was born in White. Oh shit, that's right. We talked about this. You're a New Yorker. Oh, but then you came to Detroit. My parents. Okay. How old were you when you came to Detroit? Mamaroneck. My wife is from Pleasantville in Westchester. Ken Norton was in a slave movie. Okay. So you really don't know about Ramirez? I do. I actually just did some my research on him. I do. I did my research on him last night. I think he's going to get boxed badly. I think he's going to get his socks boxed off. I do. I think he's going to get tapped up like a maple tree. 13. Okay, so that's enough time. That's enough time. You're a New Yorker. MMA dudes break bones in street fights. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Pleasantville sounds whiter than Mayberry. Yeah, it does. She didn't grow up. She had a fucked up upbringing, though. When I met her, I'm like, oh, I got this rich Westchester girl. Not rich. Didn't, grew up in a broken home. Nah, shit, she's gangster. She's gangster, though. She taught me that not everybody from Westchester is rich, all-American, white picket fence, white family. She taught me that they could be, the Italians can be fucking, she was hood. She was a hood Italian. Ramirez has been shot for years. Oh, shot. I thought you meant he got shot. Ken Norton was in Mandango and Drum and other movies. Ken Norton, I think, is one of the most overrated fighters. His claim to fame is because he arguably beat Ali all 3 times. Other than that, he got crushed like a grape against almost every other named fighter. Anybody remember that song Will Smith wrapped up? Yeah, I think I could beat Mike Tyson, it was called. Ken Norton fought Mr. T in prison in the A-Team. I pity the fool. Yeah, it was corny but entertaining. Has Tia ever bopped you up? The fuck does that mean? Westchester. Nah, Westchester, New York, my brother. New York. It's right outside of New York City. It's like one of the suburbs that are outside of New York City. Norton barely beat Scott Liddell. Norton versus Holmes was a war better than Foreman versus Lyle. I gotta watch that one. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Yoda lady, yee-hoo. My daughter says that to me. I was like, my daughter does that. Oh, nah. I don't play that shit. There's a couple things I don't play in a relationship. If she ever put hands on me, I wouldn't be with her. I don't play that. Nah, there's certain lines you don't cross. I don't putting hands on people, and even for me, too much verbal, like fighting all the time or saying the meanest shit you could think of, or putting hands. I don't play that shit. Every now and then people argue. I'm not saying, but nah. But the hands, never. Hell no. What do you think of De La Hoya for Shock? Huh? Norton beat Ali twice. Norton should have beat Ali all 3 times, in my opinion. White Plains, baby. I guess so. But she never had that in her. She doesn't be swinging on people. Marco Jose Ramirez is officially him. Okay. Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor was in the Undisputed Tournament in the World Boxing Super Series for all titles. Okay. Norton's best fight was against Holmes for the title. I should see that fight because I don't remember that fight. Well, his best fight is against Ali. Beating Ali is very, anybody who can say they beat Ali is especially then. Berbick And Holmes' wins over Ali don't really count because he was old and sick. Anything before that, though, you have a win over him, gold standard. Have you made a video on Holmes? Yes, I have. I think he meant when De La Hoya fought Shaq. Come on, man. Shaq didn't want me to do the video on that one. You're from Black Plains? Mark, you ever come to LA? Yeah, I've been to LA a bunch of times. Did the GWOAT really have weed in her system? She told me that it was just, she said she didn't have either. Marco, we lived on Mamaroneck Ave. Oh, shit. That's where my, right now, the closest pharmacy to me is on Mamaroneck Ave in White Plains. The 24-hour one. But you moved out, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Ken Norton is a current day Burt Cooper. Well, Burt Cooper's from the 90s, but I get where you're going with it. Cooney seemed to piss Jeremy off in that interview when he started to get deep into Jeremy's mood. Jeremy got pissed off very easily, Joe, if you don't remember. He would get very cranky. Not a good look when you're trying to interview people. Marco, teach me your legendary triple left hook. In person, baby. Only in person. Can't do it over the computer. Come on, Marco, you sleeping on Ali. He has 5 Pac-Mans to his resume compared to Mayweather's resume. What you mean? Marco, did you ever do a video on Tyson Revenge? No, I didn't. Because really, while it was revenge, that wasn't the real reason he took the fight. He took the fight because Holmes was Holmes. See, if we had a database, we could look. That's what I'm saying. So how do I get a database? How do I put up a database? But one, because the problem is I can get a random website and do it, right? And charge like a cheap monthly or whatever. But who would know how to go there? Like that's why I wish I could do it through YouTube. Nah, my T level is too high. It's because you're shooting it up. Mike, what's up? I don't know, man. I'm hoping to be there working it in some capacity, but I don't know. I don't know what the logistics are. Yo no sé. I don't know. Well, I'm hoping to work on it. I'm waiting for a call any day now. I might wait the rest of my life, but who knows? Can you upload to the cloud and share the link? I want to put it on something that's like YouTube is the second most searched website in the world behind Google. So like I want to have it where people can find it. And I have a following on YouTube and on, you know what I mean? Like it makes more sense than to go somewhere where I have no following. I just got to, I don't know. Mamaroneck, both sets of grandparents. Yeah, my shit is not that far from there, man. It's 525 Mamaroneck, I believe, the CVS. The 24-hour CVS. It's right there. You're going to be there for sure. All right. Oh, boy. I don't know. Probably Shakur, but let's see how Ryan looks against Rolly. Not like that's the problem with the Rolly fight. Ryan could blow Rolly out in 30 seconds and we'll still be like, well, it was Rolly. You know what I mean? We're not going to learn much. What's up? I'm biased. What's cracking? They say it's free. Yeah. I mean, it might be a bit of a nightmare. Can you shut the door, Leo? Thank you. I wouldn't be caught in Times Square that day. I don't pick. Come on, CJ. This is in the 80s. I hope so. That's what we're doing. Where the connection's being made. He will definitely be connected with me and we'll talk to him. I don't know if he'll want to hire me or not. I hope so. I'm Bryce Brim. Great calls yesterday. Okay. Shit gonna be like New Year's Eve in Times Square. I don't think it's gonna be that big. Like, let's be honest, boxing is not a huge sport globally. I don't think it's gonna be that big. I think it'll be big, but I don't think it'll be anywhere near the New Year's Eve numbers. In TBV Discord, peeps saying Rolly beats Ryan. Tia is my wife. Rolly's not going to beat Ryan, I don't think. I don't think so. I think Ryan's going to clip him and drop him. Whop! He's just going to leap in, and because Rolly comes forward, he's probably going to catch Rolly as Rolly's momentum's coming forward, and then like a car collision. Bop! That'll be it. No, boxing isn't big in America anymore. Exactly. That's why I don't think it'll. I think it'll be a quarter of, if that, a quarter of the New Year's Eve crowd. I think I'm going to go to Serrano fight MSG instead. Seeing people fight for free, of course, it will be huge. I don't think so. Rolly can crack Ryan, needs to focus. That's true. Are you up? Nah, I'm not getting up early for that. What time is it? What time is it on? And what website or channel or whatever is it on? That's on the edge of Mamaroneck and White Plains. I wasn't far from the IBM building. I lived. Okay. If Turkey or any big entities hire you, don't let them run your page. No, I won't. No, I won't. That compliment means more with a name like Mo Brains. Word up. Mason stopped Rolly's last opponent. Rolly couldn't. It's only 300 standing room for the fight in May. That's weird. 300. It's outside. Yeah, this thing is weird now. You cannot. Maybe they're just having it because they want to say it's in Times Square. And it's not about bringing a lot of people there. It's about just having it in Times Square and having people tune in to watch it on whatever channel it's on. You cannot have a boxing conversation with anyone outside of YouTube. Yeah, Ryan got some crazy timing behind his left hook. He's going to figure out. I think so. Apparently, Reynoso isn't training Ryan for this fight. Could be a close fight for Rolly. It's not even live. It's tape delay for Thurman on Premier Boxing Champions YouTube channel. Oh, it's on YouTube. I'll watch it after. I heard they're going to block off the section. I mean, why the fuck would they make it only 300 people? Like, what's the benefit? I don't get it. I'm Bias Brim. Nice to see you. It's been a while since you stopped going to rap. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stop selling Rolly short. He has puncher's chance at best. It could definitely happen. It could definitely happen. It won't, I don't think, but it could. Yeah, Rolly got power, man. Rolly got mad power. For show. For show. Wang still owe me $100. Something about Turkey feels wrong. Okay. They could easily set up bleachers, like, of course, or they're making it standing. So maybe the people won't be able to see the ring. Like, if you have a lot of fucking people standing, you know, they're going to go further and further back as they compile in. How are you going to see the ring? I don't think they're going to have a Jumbotron. Why was Tio wearing? He was trying to be on his WWE, like Brett Michaels shit. Whatever his name is. Not Brett Michaels. Shawn Michaels. Ryan cooks Rolly. Agreed. Devin outboxes Ramirez. Agreed. Tio Barboza. W for Tio. If agreed. Agreed. Are you the Bulgarian dude? BP? I think you are, right? Everybody says Rolly can crack, but he's never hurt anyone. No, he has some knockouts. Ryan versus Barboza would be better. No, they are going to sell 300 VIP exclusive tickets. Everything else is free. Oh. Okay. Who has the biggest chance of getting upset? Probably Ryan. No, Tio. Probably Tio. Not Ryan, Tio. Rolly don't do none but getting the cobwebs knocked out of him. True. Jan Bulgarian, by the way, Pulev might fight Fabio Wardley next. Wardley going to smoke him into retirement. I mean, Pulev should really just, yeah. Devin could get upset if his chin is gone. Was bald bull from Tyson's Punch-Out Bulgarian? No, it's Turkish. So Popinski was Polish. There was no Bulgarians. Namashe Nikvi Bulgari Vavtaya Igra. You want, of course. Rolly knocked out everyone before Tank. Everyone? Did he? Devin knows the Mexican style like the back of his hand. I got Devin, but okay. All right, people. I got to go get my daughter. This was dope. I'll catch you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Be there. And by the way, please, if you haven't already, or if you did already, do it again. Hit up Turkey. Hit up the Ring Magazine on Instagram. Direct message their official account. Tell them about me. Tell them that you follow me and you think I'd be a great addition to what they're doing. That's the way. I'd rather have that than a thumbs up even here. But both, if you don't mind. I'll catch you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Peace.